What's up guys, this is pacomnl back with another video. MSI and Corsair sent me a ton of components to build a full mid-range white Arctic themed PC gaming setup. So let's talk about each component and get right into building the setup. Starting off with the motherboard, we have the MSI B360 Gaming Arctic, which is appropriately colored white for our build. It features support for the latest 8th gen Intel processors up to 2666 MHz of DDR4 memory, Mystic Light and Sync, USB 3.1 Gen 2, and dual PCIe X16 slots if you want to use Crossfire technology. Priced competitively at $125, this is perfect for budget-conscious gamers looking for a gaming motherboard with RGB lighting control and all the bells and whistles you might need. We're pairing the B360 Gaming Arctic motherboard with an Intel Core i5-8600K, which is a 6-core Coffee Lake processor, socket LGA 1151 clocked at 3.6 GHz with a turbo boost of 4.3 GHz. This unlocked processor is plenty fast for our mid-range build, and we can even push it further with overclocking down the road if need be. The processor costs $235. For the GPU, MSI has sent me the GTX 1060 3GT OC V2, which features Twin Frozer 6 cooling technology. This video card has half the memory of a standard GTX 1060, meaning it only has 3GB of GDDR5 compared to 6GB. A 3GB frame buffer should be enough for 1080p gaming. At only $269, this is a great choice for budget 1080p gamers looking for the performance of a 1060 for a more affordable price. For memory and storage, we have 16GB of Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM, which look absolutely stunning in our white themed PC build. The hard drive is a 2TB Seagate Barracuda. Normally for a mid-range build like this, I'd throw in an SSD, but we only have the Barracuda in this case. The RAM costs $189 while the HDD costs $58. As for the power supply, we're using a $58 Corsair CX650W PSU, which is an 80+ bronze certified non-modular power supply, thermally controlled by a silent 120mm fan backed with 5 years of warranty. For the case, we're using a beautiful Corsair Carbide 275R, with a lightly tinted tempered glass side panel. This case is priced at $80 and is an excellent value for money, if you're a fan of the minimalist style. Building a PC was a breeze using this case, and it has versatile cooling options with space for multiple radiator configurations. For cooling, we have the Corsair H60 120mm AIO liquid CPU cooler, which comes with an SP120L fan and a white LED lit pump head, which is perfect for our build. This is priced at $70. Corsair also sent a $26 box of Corsair ML120 Pro RGB LED 120mm case fans. The package contains 3 fans in total. The fans feature magnetic levitation technology, which reduces bearing friction, producing lower noise and higher performance. Of course, a modern rig wouldn't be complete without all the fancy RGB, so we're using a Corsair RGB LED Lighting Pro expansion kit, together with a Corsair Commander Pro RGB lighting controller to control all our RGB components. The Corsair lighting expansion kit comes with 4 LED strips and costs $40, while the RGB controller costs $65. All in all, the gaming rig alone costs right smack dab in the middle of a mid-range at $1,110 USD or 60,000 pesos. Now let's take a look at what peripherals we have for this build. For the monitor, we'll be using the MSI Optix G24C, which is a 23-inch LED backlit 1080p screen with a 144Hz refresh rate and a curvature rating of 1800R. This lightning-fast gaming display has a 1 millisecond response time, an NTSC rating of 85%, and an sRGB rating of 110%. For non-IPS display with adaptive sync, the viewing angles are great too. This monitor costs $210. For the mouse and keyboard, we're using the elusive white Corsair K70 RGB SE Rapid Fire mechanical keyboard with Cherry MX speed switches, which feature a blistering fast 1.2mm actuation, and a white Corsair M65 Pro RGB FPS gaming mouse with a 12,000 dpi optical sensor and tunable weights. These two peripherals are top-notch in terms of quality and performance, and they're great value for money. Last but not the least is the headset, which is the Corsair Void Pro RGB wireless gaming headset. The white headset features Dolby 7.1 surround sound, microfiber mesh fabric memory foam ear cups, and a custom-tuned 15mm speaker drivers. The crystal clear, low latency wireless headset has a range of 40 feet and 16 hours of battery life. The headset costs $80. Let's continue building the rig and see what it looks like as a complete setup. All in all, our peripherals cost around $500 or 27,000 pesos. The complete desktop gaming setup costs around 1,600 USD or 85,000 pesos. If you're a hardcore gamer who's after mid-range performance with a keen eye for aesthetics, you'll definitely want a setup like this. There you have it guys, a $1,600 gaming setup build from MSI and Corsair. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I'm your host, pacomnl, and I'll catch you in the next one.